So where are we? Point there. Yeah, okay. So these are the bars. These are steel bars, and they've actually. Well, I went 50-mile run today, and I have no issues with vibration whatsoever. I did notice if I was holding on to the weighted bar end, as I do on the throttle hand, my hand's way over the end of the handlebar and it's resting on the weighted bar end. I've kind of got to condition myself to bring my hand round. It's a long time biking at the same angle. You get used to, you get habits and you just stick to them after that length of time. It's 30 years. I'd have to actually get a set of bars shaped for my wrist the way they want to sit, because it kind of sits like that. So if the bar's sitting there, I'm sitting at an angle like that, and it's going that way. It just, when I try and turn it hurts my arm. But I reckon I could probably condition myself, but I never feel like I'm properly in control. But this paint here, I mean, if you go, you're not going to get paint for, I don't know, I was thinking where did I get paint that was quite reasonable? Probably just across the road from me there's a store, a shop, and I think it's about a £5. But that's the cheapest I've seen, and it's okay, it'll do the job. Then you've got places like Halfords, which is, what's that, £7.50, £7 for a tin of paint. This was £2.99 from the Lidl. Metal paint with rust protection by Baufix. So I'm going to give it a go. Metal paint, so this is metal, and this is steel, so it needs to be protected from rust. I got 2 tins for the price of basically 1 tin anywhere else. This is 2-in-1 lacquer and primer. Fantastic. So I'm hoping it'll be hard wearing and everything. I've got one magnifying glass to read the particulars on it. I have read it. I kind of got it half read in the shop. Not suitable for use underwater, that won't be a problem. Okay, shake can for at least 3 minutes. Keep the spray canister at room temperature for at least 2 hours before use, so I've done that. At least 4 or 5 spray coats are necessary for a reliable, long-lasting rust protection. What else have we got here? How long do I have to keep it on? So I did see it. Where is it gone? I'm sure it said 48 hours. There's the rain on. By the way, I had a couple of people comment. One of them said my video was useless because he couldn't hear it. I just have to apologise for that. I don't know, I can hear okay on my computer. I've got quite a good graphics card. I've got a plug-in USB sound card which boosts the volume. It's fully dried in 24 hours, okay, but I'm going to leave it a bit longer than that. Let it cure. Yeah, so that's pretty good. So I think you can recoat, where does it say? Recoat thin layers at intervals of 2 to 10 minutes. Okay, every 5 minutes put a coat on, which is good. We're going back to the audio. I mean, I'll play other people's YouTube channels who have proper equipment, good cameras, good audio setup, etc, etc. And I'm playing it on 30, okay, and I play my videos on 30, the volume scale. So I don't understand, I've bought another camera anyway, another video camera with better audio. I know this is a session 5 that I'm filming with. The audio is not fantastic. The audio on this thing, recording on this Canon PowerShot A1400 is very, very good. I'm really impressed with it. But I've been shying away from camcorders because you can waste a lot of money trying to get something that's decent, and they are expensive for a really, really good one. I'm just going to get the bolt out of this thing and get it thingied up. prepped for painting. I don't know if this is going to be so easy to get out. Let's see. I bought a video camera anyway. The guy said that the audio is fantastic on it. So we'll see. It wasn't an awful lot of money. I just grudge paying a lot of money. So I'm going to do a bit of boring old scraping paint. Okay, so I'm not going to record that. I'm just going to get on with scraping all this paint off. And then we'll see what this paint's like. While I was doing the boring bit, I found a wee tip on YouTube about when you're taking paint off or cleaning anything, use a bit of window cleaner. You know, use something, a bit of lubricant, just to clean the metal, clean whatever you're cleaning. It's a good lubricant because it actually degreases at the same time, and you know, helps prevent you from overly scratching things with a dry piece of pad. You know, it's always accessible. It's cleaner than going to get a bucket of water and having a bucket of water there or whatever. It's just in a spray bottle. Spray it on and it practically evaporates. You know. I thought that was a good little tip. So I'll get on with this boring wee job. By the way, while I was doing this, I had to think that this is the purple pad. It's part of a set. You get a silver pad, which is fine, it's a grey pad, and then you get the green pad, which is for shaping, smoothing and final sanding of body fillers, for sanding undercoat primer. And then you've got the coarse one, which is the purple one, maroon, it says, for removal of surface rust, flaking and surface paint, for initial sanding and shaping of body filler. So you get the three pack things for your paint projects. Just thought I'd add that to the mix. I've got the bit of wire fed through again. I'm just going to get the panel wipe on this, get all fingerprints off it, and I'll get another bit. I haven't got any tissue left. If I just get some panel wipe on there. And just try not to touch it after I've cleaned it with a panel wipe. Yeah. Then I'll get the tack rag on it. Try and do as nice and clean a job as possible. Okay, I'll put that back in that wee bag. Pop this over here. Yeah, that'll be okay. I'll just switch cameras. So, switch cameras, and I've got a little tack rag that I put to one side in a nice clean bag. It's in a bag. And I'll keep that the way it is. Just keeps it nice, and I'll run this over this handlebar with a tack rag and get every bit of stuff off it. Try and get it as clean as I possibly can without handling it whatsoever, get any fingerprints on it or oil or anything. I think that'll do it. And put the tack rag away nice and clean. Try and splay this handlebar out. I have actually got hooks there, hook it in. I don't know if it'll hook that side. Instead of having it on the bungee, I could put it on the hook. There we go, on the hook. That'd be a bit awkward for, I think that'll be alright for switching it around. And put the tack rag back, which is important. Keep the tack rag nice and clean. Right, paint. I'll shake it for 3 minutes, so back in a second. So that has been shaken for 3 minutes. Shaken and not stirred for 3 minutes. What's this on top of there? Alright, okay. Okay. Let's see what this paint's like. 3 thin coats. I don't really want any runs. He does. I'll get underneath it. Turn it around. Gotta try and get every bit of it this time. Okay, try not to hit anything, because that plastic coat, I must admit, is a nice paint to work with. It's like, to be honest, so's Halford's. I like it. It's my experiences. I'm not a very good painter, but I'm not even an average painter, but I do like Halford's paint. It goes on nice, you know. It's same with that. I'm not covering it all. It looks like I am. Just put a thin coat on just now. That should do it. It's going to need 4 or 5 of them, so I'll go away for 5 minutes. It's still got kind of a shine to it. You want it to go kind of dull, it means it's still soaking wet. It's been over 5 minutes, but obviously it's taking longer. I don't want to put wet on wet so it builds up and starts to run. I'd rather just give it a few more minutes. Put the kettle on or something. It says every 2 to 10 minutes, but I think it looks too shiny just now. It just suggests that it's wet. I could touch the very end of it. Just yeah, it's still very tacky. It's not bad though. I might get away with another wee thin coat. But I'll give it the full 10 minutes. So that's 6 minutes. I'll give it another 2 or 3 minutes just to get that shine. Just let it flat back a bit. Go and have a cup of tea quick. I'll put the kettle on anyway. By the time I've done that, I'll be ready for another coat. There's still kind of a sheen there, but it's been nearly the full 10 minutes. I'm just going to get on with it. Get another, just a thin coat on. It's very fine. It comes out very quickly. This paint. I have discovered though, just looking at it, it's grey. It ain't silver. Didn't even consider that one. But I didn't want the black, so that's okay. I didn't want black. I don't like the look of black on that bike. So that's that. I kind of wanted an aluminium kind of look, but it's not the kind of paint I bought. I just went for cheap. Okay, that's the bars turn around. Another wee thin coat, try not to cover too much too quick. Should about do it. Perfect. Go away for another 5 minutes. This colour is very, very grey. Oh dear, she's very grey. Oh my goodness. Oh well. We started now. Coat number 3. Did I turn these bars around? I think I did. Turn them around, try not to bash anything. It's quite difficult to turn these around because they're long. You don't want to touch them with anything to contaminate the paint. So it said up to 5 coats. Well, not up to 5 coats, at least 5 coats it said, for the hard and durable finish. Okay, fair enough. Three thin coats. Not too thick, James, not too thick. Get underneath. back in 5. Right, coat number 4. Very, very grey. I've been trying to think of ways to make it kind of silver. I'm just thinking put a sparkle in it, because I do have silver sparkle. I don't know. Don't know the best thing to do there. Wait till it's totally dry and put a coat of silver on it. I'm not sure. Get some silver paint. Kind of defeating the whole purpose of saving money. Spend £2.99 on some paint and then go out and buy a £7 tin of paint, just because I should have just bought the £7 tin of paint. I've saved wasted £6 on 2 tins of this stuff. Anyway, I'll just deal with it. See what just out on the bike. Might be quite nice. Seems to be going on quite nice. I'll do it. I've got a habit of going a bit heavy. Right, one more coat should do it. Right, so last coat, and I'm just going to check, see if there's any, if I've been too heavy-handed with the paint. I don't think so. I think it looks okay. This side looks okay. I've been very thin with it, very gentle. Yeah, okay, put another coat on. And then that's 5 coats, that'll be enough. Just call it like that, and then leave it as long as I possibly can. I just still don't think they're wide enough. I was going to cancel the order for the other bars. I actually did email the guy and say, can I just cancel the order, because the ones I've got are perfect. I didn't think they would be, but they are. So, but I had a kind of change of heart, because these, I don't know if I'm going to be able to deal with the width of these. I've kind of got used to the, but I'll see. I'll give it 2 or 3 weeks, a month, to see if I can cope with the how narrow they are. And at least I'll have the other bars there if I want to. And anyway, it only ever rears its head when I'm on around speed limits. 60 mile an hour. In the winter, I'm not even going to notice the vibration, because I'm just going to go around the town. So all I ever do in the winter on the motorcycle is park and port to work, round the town, do little chores. I never go for a run. Hardly ever. If I get an AC, I will. But mostly, it's just work. So I don't think having and the wider bars would be useful for the winter, so you get a lot more control. So I'm going to get the silver bars, because they are wider. They're 3.5 inch rise, so I reckon they'll be a nice set of bars, and they're aluminium, they're coloured, they're silver coloured, so it'll be perfect for what I need. But of course, on a long run they will vibrate. But anyway, there we go. This is kind of the last coat, so I don't want to go too nuts too low, because there's plenty on there. I don't want to get it last minute, get a run. That'll do. I'll do it. Clear the nozzle, that's it. Okay. Nearly midnight time chill. Just a little update on this spray job. I've put it, it's a long story, but it just came out grey. Now I want silver, okay, it was a light grey, but plus it takes 2 weeks to fully cure. and it says on the can you cannot use acrylic or cellulose based paints on top of this. And the only thing I have is this plastic coat, and it doesn't say what it's got, so I put it on, sprayed 3 coats on, a nice thick last coat, and it's come up okay. But this takes 48 hours. You cannot touch it, you cannot do it, you can't go anywhere near it for 48 hours. Seriously, I mean, you go 47 hours and 55 minutes, you put a mark in it. You go 48 hours and 5 minutes, it's like diamond hard. I don't understand how, well, that's a exaggeration, but you know what I mean. It has to cure, this stuff really has to cure the plastic coat, and when it does, it's fantastic. If you've got the patience to leave this stuff, it's great. But this is it's gone black. I'm not sure if I'm going to use them, because to be honest, they're a bit narrow. But I could sell them, so I'll see, or keep them for some purpose. But they are a wee bit narrow. But I do know that steel bars work. I've got the high bars on at the moment. I haven't got the wide bars. There's the wide bars there. I've got some high bars. I want to try them out with the new levers and the swept back clamps, handlebar, the top yoke clamps, handlebar clamps. So it's just an update on that. It came out kind of grey. I want aluminium look rather as grey. I didn't like it. It was matte flat. Just wouldn't have went at all. It would have been a real bad contrast. It wouldn't have looked good on the bike. It had to have been shiny and glossy. So I wish I'd taken a video of what it came out like, because it came out nice, no runs. I never thought I'd just covered it in black, so I apologise for that, but it came out nice. It is a nice paint. 5 minutes between coats, 5-10 minutes. So I for £3, it's perfectly okay. Okay, thank you.